The attic was a dusty repository of forgotten memories, illuminated by afternoon sunbeams slanting through the window. I stood before the monstrosity in the corner, a dollhouse larger than me, a perfect miniature of our childhood home. Dad had built it for me and my sister Sarah when we were little. But Sarah had been gone for 10 years now, vanished without a trace at the age of 8. Dad had become a recluse after that, the vibrant man I knew replaced by a hollow shell that haunted the house like a restless ghost. Today, cleaning the attic, I felt an inexplicable pull towards the dollhouse. Its intricacy, the tiny furniture mirroring our old rooms, brought back a flood of bittersweet memories. My hand hovered over the small brass doorknob. It creaked open with surprising ease. Inside, the miniature rooms were furnished to an unsettling degree. Tiny portraits hung on the walls, each a perfect replica of our childhood family photos. But there was one difference. In every picture, Sarah's face was replaced with a blank, painted smile. A cold shiver crawled up my spine. I knelt, peering closer. In the miniature bedroom that mirrored Sarah's, a tiny doll lay on the bed. It wore the same blue nightgown Sarah had worn the night she disappeared. But the doll's face, it wasn't a doll's face at all. It was a miniature replica of Dad, his vacant eyes staring back at me with an unsettling familiarity. A scream caught in my throat as I noticed a tiny inscription etched on the bedpost, "Forgive me." Panic clawed at my throat. My mind raced back to the weeks before Sarah's disappearance. Dad had been acting strangely, disappearing into the attic for hours at a time, the rhythmic hammering and sawing the only sound breaking the silence. Now it all clicked into place. The dollhouse, the hidden messages, the blank faces in the pictures. It was all a twisted memorial, a chilling confession sculpted in miniature. My breath hitched as I heard a floorboard creak behind me. Dad stood in the attic doorway, his face a mask of horror. His eyes darted between me and the dollhouse, understanding dawning in their depths. "Don't touch it," he rasped, his voice hoarse with panic. But it was too late. The truth, trapped within the walls of the dollhouse for a decade, had finally come out. Dad lunged for me, his eyes wild with desperation. But I scrambled back, my foot catching on a loose floorboard. I stumbled, falling backwards through the attic window, the world blurred into a kaleidoscope of pain as I landed on the hard ground below. Consciousness faded in and out, punctuated by my father's blood-curdling screams from the attic window above. The police found me unconscious in the backyard, injuries consistent with the fall. The dollhouse was gone, vanished without a trace. But the image of the miniature Dad on the bed, his empty eyes pleading for forgiveness, remained etched in my memory. My father was found days later, slumped lifeless in his rocking chair, a single chilling phrase escaping his cold lips. "She's forgiven me now." The house became my prison, the silence filled with the echoes of a twisted past and a father's monstrous love. The dollhouse may be gone, but the horror it held and the secrets it revealed will forever haunt the walls of our childhood home.